So let me talk to you for a moment. You didn't start what you're building because you wanted to become a content machine or because you felt like, oh, let me just start. You started because you had something real to offer, a skill, a story, a way of helping people. But somewhere along the way of showing up online, you it became like another thing to get right, like another place to perform, another space where you felt, oh, you had to sound polished before you spoke. Well, that feeling is all too familiar because I've lived it, you understand, and also for the people that I support, because those days I used to feel or believe that I had to figure everything out before I showed up, the right words, have the right tone, have the right angle. Obviously, I don't even have the right angle right now. Sometimes you write, you delete, you rewrite, you pause, you wait, just try to polish everything. And also, my clients also did the same. Obviously, you thought maybe you were being strategic, what we were really doing was to ensure that, oh, this is good, this is perfect, this is for the right people. But trust me, as you're trying to do that, maybe your impact might be disappearing, because the more you try to chase perfection, the quieter you become. And that's the part no one tells you, really, because the whole point of showing up is to let people feel you, to let people feel your brand, to represent your brand, to make an impact. But when you're trying to sound like you've arrived, you understand, you raise everything that makes you human. And remember, you're talking to your fellow human. I'm talking to you right now. I'm not trying to like talk to the whole world. I'm talking to one person, which is you watching this video. So imagine that when you're trying to show up, just put that out there so that you don't lose yourself in the moment. Because every time you show up today, it means you pushed through something yesterday. You pushed through fear, you push through doubts, you push through that voice in your head that is asking you, oh, you're doing too much, or will people even like what you're saying, oh, will people even watch this, are you sure this is for you, and all of that. So you kept on going, and that is your story. Keep on sharing your story. You're not hiding it. You want people to feel you. You want people to know your impact. So there are many times that you may feel inspired in a moment you get, but life shows up. Obviously, bills, responsibilities, families, expectations, and before you know it, that idea might fade or that idea might escape. It happened to me early this morning. Like, I had an idea, and all of a sudden I was feeling somehow. I needed to go to my workspace, to make the video, or turn on my ring lights, turn on the lights and everything, so that my face will show up more. Maybe put on something, put on a wig, and all of that. But the sort of doing that got me tired, got me really, really tired, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. Let me just post the video. Let me just write down the idea. But somewhere deep down, I knew that writing down the idea, I might not even do this. I might not even show up. You understand? And it must have faded, but I had to convince myself and say, no, I really, really need to show up. And I know why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for myself and maybe to inspire one person out there, which is you right now that I'm talking to. Or just to document my journey, because I know I'm going to look back on this, by God's grace in a few years and say, yes, thank you. Thank you myself today. Say, thank you for showing up. Thank you for not pausing. Thank you for not choosing to make this video. So it's more like document. Like, anytime I feel uninspired, it's more like I'm trying to document my journey, just to look at, have something on the record, just to look at. This is a space where I can be myself. So put that in your mind and still show up, because you're building something meaningful. And even if it's only 5 people that reads what you wrote or watch what you've recorded, it's fine. The most important thing is that 5, were they inspired? Did they choose to buy? Did they see you as someone that they're going to use as a solution whenever they need you? You understand? So that's the question that you need to have to your mind. Okay? And know that you're more than enough. Do not lose yourself in the process. Don't overcomplicate things. Don't try to sound like everyone else. Because I was seeing a video recently, someone, I can't remember her name, but I got inspired. She left a mark on me that day because she said, we are all trying to be like everyone else now. People, like, it's almost like we're watching the same type of video online right now, and she would really need a breath of fresh air if she comes across someone or something that, you know, is way different from what everyone else is saying. Even the way we write now, everyone now knows what, you know, AI content is all over the place. It's becoming boring. Sometimes I just want to keep my phone one side and, like, well, everybody's just trying to sound the same. Even though we're from different industries, everybody's just trying to sound the same, you know. But the only way you can stand out is not to lose yourself in the process, not to overthink it, but keep on showing up authentically. You know, try not to steal your own presence. Try not to steal your own presence. So, like I always say, you do not need to be perfect to show up. You do not need to lose yourself in the process. Have that idea, document it, record it, write it down. You never can know what that little thing can do. Yes, you can decide to polish it up a bit or do whatever it is you want to do a bit. But what I'm trying to say is, do not lose yourself in the process, and do not make it something that, oh, it needs to be this before it gets out there. Especially if you're just starting out. If you're just starting out and you want to keep on making an impact. People that are really making the best out of, or reaping the fruits of their labor right now, ask them how they started. And you would be surprised at how they started. They had little or nothing, but they made use of their resources and they didn't lose themselves in the process. So try not to lose yourself in the process. Try to be authentically you. And as always, I'll say, have fun while at it. Okay? Take care.